My name is Cody Burse, and this is my PowerPoint number 1. For me personally, some of my barriers to intercultural communications are anxiety, ethnocentrism, and stereotypes. As unfortunate it is to admit those last two, I am human, and so I do tend to think that every once in a while that what I'm a part of or involved in is better than others, and that's a fault. That is absolutely a fault. As people, we should probably view everyone equally and as just as good as everyone else. But I fall into those bad habits just like everybody else. When it comes to anxiety, the book actually has a very good point. It makes a statement that you may have been so conscious of being new and out of place and focused so much of your attention on that feeling that you make common mistakes and appear awkward to others. I know this happens to me a whole lot when I'm dealing with others in other cultures and of other backgrounds and whatnot. I deal with this a lot in my workplace. A lot of my customers have employees that are of Hispanic backgrounds, and it's new to me. That's something different. I didn't grow up in that kind of environment. The town I grew up in was about 99.5% white. So I didn't really get to experience a whole lot of different cultures and whatnot growing up. So the older I've gotten, it's been more and more prevalent for me. So I still do have the tendency to be anxious and awkward around those of other cultures. The ethnocentrism is pretty self-explanatory. I have my culture that I'm a part of, and just me being me and that being my culture, I have the tendency sometimes to look down my nose at other cultures, which is not something I'm proud of. It's just kind of something that happens, I guess. And stereotypes, that's just another part of being human, as bad as it is to say. We hear about other cultures through the media and through word of mouth and cartoons and all kinds of stuff like that. And so we build up these stereotypes in our heads of what other cultures are about, and then we experience these other cultures and we come across people of these other cultures, and most of the time they tend to not be true, but we have those built up in our heads, so it kind of creates an issue when we're trying to communicate and interact with these people of different cultures. Some of the nonverbal communication that goes a lot with my culture and my life and my experiences are very simple things. Most people probably do these, but these kind of go hand in hand actually with my intercultural communication. Because when I have barriers, when I'm not able to really communicate well with those of other cultures, I kind of fall back on these 4 things. The basic smile, basic head nod or bob, a thumbs up or a wave. Those are kind of my ways of communicating with people that I don't necessarily understand, or they don't understand me, things like that, because these 4 things, though in different cultures some of them may mean some things different, they're kind of universal. Everyone understands that these are non-aggressive forms of communicating with someone in order to communicate basic messages. A smile, that's across the board. Everyone understands a smile. Everyone understands that it's non-aggressive, that you mean well, things like that. A head nod or a bob is generally understood as a, hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up? Hi, that kind of thing. So that's one of my big ones. When I'm trying to interact with these guys and I can't talk to them, whatnot, because of the language barrier, I give a lot of head nods, a lot of head bobs, just to say, hey, what's up? How's it going? Thumbs up, very universal for, hey, good job. Hey, things are good, that kind of thing. So I use that one a whole lot as well. And then the wave, of course, just means, hi, how's it going? That kind of thing. And like I said, everyone understands a wave just like they understand the other 4. So those are kind of my big 4 that I fall back on, that play hand in hand with both intercultural communications and just communicating non-verbally. They're all 4 great ways to communicate, whether it does fall back on a intercultural issue, or if you don't have the ability to speak to someone due to a language or possibly a noise environment. These are great to go with. Thanks.